Hello and welcome. I'm Harriet Agbeni. Tonight, to hold or not to, the nation awaits INEC's pronouncement on the 2015 elections. Anxious journalists besiege INEC on the status of the 2015 elections. Kano Emirate Council turbans Mohammed Sanusi II as the 14th Emir of Kano. And Russia, France and Germany agree to work on a peace plan for eastern Ukraine. On Business News tonight, Lagos State Governor asks the private sector to have clear understanding of government policies for their businesses to thrive.
And in sports news, Tottenham Hotspur fight back to claim a late 2-1 win over Arsenal in the English Premier League. Talking about the North London rivalry.
We begin tonight with the meeting of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to decide Nigeria's 2015 elections. Well, the meeting, which started off with political parties at about 10 a.m. today, was followed by another with the security operatives and then the INEC's resident electoral commissioners and other top commission staff. All meetings put together so far lasted up to about 12 hours. Feelers from the meeting suggest that postponement of the 2015 elections was the main issue discussed. And even though INEC chairman, Professor Jega, is yet to announce the postponement, speculations are rife that the elections may have been shifted by 6 weeks. The interpretation of this is that the first set of elections may hold in the last weeks of March this year. Now, as you can see, there are anxious journalists waiting at the office of the chairman since 10 o'clock this morning for the outcome of the meeting with the different groups. International media organizations are reporting a shift in the election by 6 weeks, even though the INEC chairman is yet to make that known officially. Bringing the announcement of INEC chairman in the course of the bulletin. But joining me now on the news at 10 is our correspondent, who is also there in that room with other journalists waiting for INEC chairman Jega to tell the Nigerians which way to go with regards to the elections. Larry Lasisi.
For the commissioners and even the officials here at the Independent National Electoral Commission, some events started here as early as 10 a.m., but by the time the political parties started arriving, the meeting with them kicked off at around 11 o'clock. And from that time, it's been one meeting after the other. The commission has met with the political parties, they've met with civil society organizations, they've also met with the resident electoral commissioners. It's been a very, very hectic time for them. Right now, they're meeting among themselves as the national commissioners and the chairman and the secretary of the commission. They're meeting, this we expect to be the last meeting before the chairman of the commission comes here to brief the press and speak to the country. This is a press briefing that should have taken place at 5 p.m. But since then, it's been moved, it's been shifted. About an hour or two ago, we understand an INEC official came here and announced that the event will take place at 9 p.m. But even at that point, we waited for that point and that time passed. And for some journalists here, they've been sitting here since, they've been here before 10 o'clock when they were told the first meeting will take place. And they've been sitting here waiting since 5 p.m. expecting the chairman of the commission to come and say what is the decision of the commission on this issue. Will the elections be moved or will it not be moved? A lot of them here have really been very tired. They've gone out, stretched their legs, they've come back. And for now, it's still a waiting game, basically, but we'll be here to see when the commission will be coming here to speak to us.
Well, thank you so much, Larry. Of course, we'll get back to you to get more details on that meeting. Our correspondent, Larry Lasisi, keeping the track of the latest developments with regards to the possible announcement by the Independent National Electoral Commissioner, Professor Atahiru Jega, in the date for the elections. Like Larry said, they are in the meeting at the moment. That's the INEC chairman and national commissioners, as well as other top INEC officials. Now, the meeting with the press was supposed to have happened at about 5 p.m., but that was shifted to 9 p.m. And as you saw, journalists anxiously waiting to know the outcome of the meeting. But of course, we'll keep you posted and hope to bring you the announcement of the INEC chairman in the course of the bulletin. Now, earlier, a coalition of civil rights groups staged a protest at the INEC headquarters to resist any proposed change in the election schedule. Leader of the group, Solomon Dalong, says he got information that the meeting between the electoral umpire and political party leaders is aimed at announcing a shift in the date of the election. Meanwhile, INEC says the group is only acting on rumors, as there is no such information at the moment.
It all started here at the Unity Fountain in Abuja. A coalition of rights activists marched towards the headquarters of INEC with placards resisting calls for the postponement of the elections from February 14th. The group, however, met some resistance as security personnel refused them entrance into the premises of INEC. Leader of the group says the protest is organized to resist pressures on the electoral umpire to shift the date of the elections. According to him, the group was informed that INEC would postpone the elections from February 14.
After the National Council of State had decided that elections should proceed, we have it on strong authority that INEC has convened its commissioners today to postpone the election. We wonder, why will INEC, who have sat down 1 year ago to draw a timetable for election and will be sitting down 6 days to election, to postpone the election? So we are here to send the impulse of Nigerians to INEC that it is not in the interest of this country to postpone this election. The election must hold.
But officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission said the group was only acting on rumor.
You don't need to base your protest on rumor. On rumors. Already the chairman is having meeting with all the political parties, not even INEC resident electoral commissioners in the state. All the parties, right now they are already having a meeting. It is only when they finish their meeting, they can also meet with the resident electoral commissioners. Definitely, they have to be brief because the parties are stakeholders, major stakeholders, and our resident electoral commissioners. So I will convey your message to the commission, to the chairman, because they are having meeting. There's no way he can see you. But I have heard what your complaint is.
The chairman of INEC is meeting with political party leaders to decide on issues pertaining to the elections, including whether or not the elections should hold as scheduled.
And after an earlier meeting with the INEC chairman, some political parties spoke to journalists on the outcome of that meeting. While the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, explains the issues raised by the security operatives, the opposition, the All Progressives Congress APC, rejects the proposed shift and now advising INEC to go ahead as initially planned.
INEC submitted a position paper, and based on the submission paper, we have advised INEC. They also requested in their paper, in their submission, that a little time was needed, and also the issue of security should not be ignored. So our recommendation is that those two issues should be looked into thoroughly and then let them come out with a final decision.
While some of the parties have advised INEC to postpone the election or to reschedule it according to the request of the National Security Advisor, other parties have advised INEC to continue ahead with the election for the following reasons. One, the reason given by the National Security Advisor for the specific reason has not been made known to us. And we needed to know the gravity of this security situation in order to take a decision. And two, that during our last meeting with INEC has confirmed that it is ready for the election. And the Chief of Defense Staff has been reported about 2 weeks ago to have confirmed that the military is ready to provide security for the election. On the basis of these reasons, the parties that are represented during this press conference have advised INEC not to postpone this election, to proceed with the election as scheduled.
In part 2, after the break, participants at a leadership forum in Lagos recommend ways to tackle poverty in Nigeria. That's in a moment. Please stay with us.